Should we continue to do R&D claims in-house? Or should we team up with the experts instead? I'll bet at some point in the last 6 months, you've asked yourself that question. I'm sure we can all agree that the two things most important to accountants are client retention and client growth. So let me highlight a few reasons why you might want to consider teaming up with an expert in 2024. Number 1, the dreaded investigation game. If you do an R&D claim on behalf of your client and that claim gets picked for an investigation, do you have 2 years free to go through that inquiry? And what if after the 2 years you lose? Or worse, the client has to pay a penalty. Do you think your client will continue on with your services? Secondly, this is all about the tax legislation, and it constantly evolves and changes. Wouldn't you rather hand that off to a tax advisor that does this day in, day out? Number 3, don't you panic when you hear the words scientific advance and technological uncertainty? It can be really tricky to spot the qualifying criteria for R&D these days. But the problem is, if you miss it and an R&D expert spots it, your client's going to be pretty naff that you never picked that up. Fourth thing to note, you know the workload has increased. Technical reports, additional information forms. Do you want to be writing those up? And finally, the most important point, the time element. Do you have all that extra time to educate your clients on a regular basis about the ins and outs of R&D tax? I'm sure you would rather put your time to other things. Now, if your practice already has a dedicated R&D team that is more than capable to handle the report writing side of things and also the inquiries if they come up, then brilliant, don't change a thing. But if not, my little black book has plenty of credible contacts I'd be happy to put you in touch with.